Good morning. My name is Kevin Flynn. I'm the Marketing Officer for 3GPP. What we're starting with today is the first of three presentations where we'll hear from each of our Technical Specification Group Chairmen. The first one is with Lionel Morand, who's the Chairman of TSG CT, so the Core Network and Terminals Group. Lionel has been Chairman for a year now, since April 2019, but prior to that was the CT4 Working Group Chairman for several years. So he's an expert on all core network protocol specifications. So I'll hand over now. You can submit questions at the bottom of your screen, which I'll be reading and I'll put to Lionel at the end. But for the moment, can I hand over to you, Lionel?
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Good morning, everyone. So, as said, I am Lionel Morand from Orange and the current chair of the Technical Specification Group for Core Network and Terminals. So I will explain to you what is 3GPP and CTA in a minute. And after that, I will give you the status of the what we call the Release 16 after our last plenary meeting in March. And at the end, we will have a slot for questions. So briefly for 3GPP, as you may know already, I think, is that it's an organization providing a complete system for mobile telecommunication, and it includes also some mechanisms to interconnect with non-radio access, network to the core network, and also mechanism for interworking for external networks. So really briefly, this project, because the 3GPP is a project, was initiated by 7 regional standard bodies in telecommunication networks. And after that, we had what we call market representation partners that are providing service requirements from the telco area at the beginning, like a GSM and so on, but also now from the verticals. So from the industry, we have new requirements and so on. So we can use this set of requirements to be able to produce a system. And we have about 700 companies now sending delegates to 3GPP. So it's a very active body. And the work is based normally on regular face-to-face meeting with consensus. And we have a new release approximately every 15 months. So what we call a release is a complete set of features that can be delivered, and based on that, vendors and operators can deploy the network. And we have the 3GPP organization. So the 3GPP is divided in 3 areas. So the first one is the radio access network part, what we call RAN. Providing all the mechanism and so on to be able to use the radio technology. So at the beginning it was 3G, and after it was 4G, and now we are deploying 5G. At the opposite side, we have the service and system aspects, SA, that provides a set of service requirements that need to be fulfilled to be able to have a complete system. And in the middle, where we are today, is CT, Technical Specification Group, that is responsible for anything regarding core network and terminals. You can see CT, if you want, as a kind of factory transforming service functional requirements, mainly coming from SA, into network enablers. So we are doing a lot of things, but mainly we are responsible of the detailed protocol specifications for control and user plane, user and terminal mobility, anything regarding call session control, mechanism for policy, charging and QoS enforcement, interworking with external networks, network capabilities exposures, and we have also, regarding the terminal, the 3GPP smart card applications. So you can see that it's a wide area, and we have a lot to do for each release. So now, if we want to have a clear status of the Release 16, you need to understand first what we have done in the Release 15, because it was the beginning of the journey. And for us, it was a huge change, because with the introduction of the new radio, commonly called the 5G, we had a new system